It was a cold and silent night. The lights of the city had removed the darkness of the night, but despite this light, there was a deep darkness in Hina's heart. She was sitting by her window. It was raining outside and tears were streaming down her cheeks. Hina was a beautiful and sensitive girl who was orphaned since childhood. The only memory of his parents was an old house which was his most prized possession. Everything in her life was going as usual until she met Zain. Zain was a young man full of courage and dreams who wanted to go abroad and make his life. Hina and Zain met at a friend's wedding. Zain sees Hina and is impressed by her simplicity and innocence. Gradually Hina and Zain started meeting more, and the candle of love lit up in both their hearts. Both promised to live each moment of life together. Hina felt every moment with Zain like a dream, but Zain's purpose in life was to go abroad and try his luck. He told Hina that if she could enable him to go abroad, he would soon come back and take her with him and live a prosperous life. Hina sold her parents' old house and sent Zain abroad with the money. Months passed, and Hana waited for Zain's messages. In the beginning, Zain's messages came regularly, but gradually they decreased. Hina's anxiety grew, but she reassured herself that Zain would be too busy. Then one day Hina received Zain's last message. Zain wrote that he had fallen in love with another woman there, and was married to her. Hina was heartbroken after reading this. His dreams were shattered, and his world was plunged into darkness. Hina tried hard to forget Zain, but her heart refused. Every night she would sit by her window reminiscing about the moments she had spent with Zain, and tears welled up in her eyes. His life had become like a hollow dream, with no scope for happiness. The woman Zain married there turned out to be very cunning and selfish. After some time he expelled Zain from his country. Zain's world was shattered. He returned to his country, but there was nothing left of him. He had lost his love, dreams and wealth. Hina had closed the doors of her heart, and did not allow anyone to enter it. But he did not lose heart. He completed his education and diligently started his own business. Gradually his business began to grow. Her hard work and dedication made her a successful businesswoman. Hina had a dream after achieving success in her business. He thought of using his success to help others. She bought an old house and converted it into a comfortable place for destitute women. This old women's home became a haven for women who could spend their last days in comfort and dignity. Hina now spent most of her time in this old women's home. She would listen to these women's stories, care for them and spend time with them. She made it her life's goal to serve the destitute women who were away from their families. One day when Hina was sitting in her office, there was a sudden knock at the door. When he opened the door, Zain was standing in front of him. His condition was very bad. Regret in his eyes and remorse in his heart was clearly visible. Hina saw him and felt a strange peace in her heart. Zain looked at him and asked, "What are you doing here?" "That's who owns our company," said a pan standing there. Zain was shocked and upset and started apologizing to Hina. He said, "Remember our love, Hana, how many dreams we had. Remember the old times when we couldn't live without each other." Hana said coldly, "That time is gone now. I have spent many nights crying. I have had a very difficult time without you, but not now. I have completely closed those things now. Those things. There will be no effect on me now." Zain tried hard to get Hina to forgive him, but Hina flatly refused. Zain left with a shamefaced and sad face, regret in his heart. Hana had a twinkle in her eye that was a sign of her success and self-confidence. He rebuilt his life and left his past behind and moved towards a brighter future. Hina's story is a story of love, pain, hard work and success. This story teaches us that love hurts, but without it the beauty of life is incomplete. And that every difficulty can be overcome with hard work and dedication. Hana turns her love and pain into her strength and achieves success in her life, using that success for the good of others.